Hello folks, this is the third and final part in our Hyundai Santa Fe timing belt replacement video. The small balancer shaft belt goes back in first, making sure that the timing marks are still lined up. Here I'm setting the tension on the belt, and it doesn't need to be very tight because the belt is small and small belts don't hop and skip as much as larger belts. The tensioner bolt is a 12mm bolt. Here I'm replacing the timing plate, and these are very easy damaged as I mentioned before, so take care when putting this back that it doesn't get bent. Now I can fit the crankshaft sprocket. And now the crankshaft sensor, two 10mm bolts. This is the tensioner, the timing belt tensioner. Two 12mm bolts. The tensioner rod is still held in with the Allen key, and when I fit the timing belt I will be able to pull the Allen key and that will tension the belt. Once I've checked that all the timing marks are lined up and haven't moved, I can start fitting the belt. And you need to fit the belt and pull it up from the front so that all the slack is at the back end where the tensioner is. Now this was hard to video. What I had to do was get a helper to turn the two camshaft sprockets so that they were lined up properly and hold them there while I slipped the belt over the front. So now you can see our timing marks are lined up properly at the top. And now I can pull the Allen key and the tensioner rod has popped out and put tension on the belt. And once I've checked that all the marks are still lined up properly, I need to rotate the engine to check again. So I'm going to rotate the engine all the way around until the camshaft sprockets are lined up. And once I've lined them up, as you can see here, coming round, once I've got them lined up, I now need to check the crankshaft is lined up also. So here we go, camshaft sprockets, tension looks good. And back down here you can see that my crankshaft timing is also spot on. And so is the balancer shaft timing, everything lined up, and the oil pump. Now it's important to note that when you're rotating the engine, if it locks up for any reason, you've done something wrong, your timing is not right, so you'll have to stop and check everything again before you go any further. Do not force the engine. Now that I'm happy with everything, I can start putting everything else back together. Lower timing belt cover first. And I might as well do the water pump pulley while I'm here. 10mm bolt. And the top cover, top timing belt cover. This is the power steering and air conditioning belt. I forgot to video the alternator belt going back on, sorry about that. Tensioning the power steering and air conditioning belt. Locking up the tensioner. Engine mount. We're coming up to the end of this video. I hope you found it useful. If you have any questions, please ask them on our forum at DIYcarguide.com. This is the large engine undercover or tray. And the small cover on the right hand side. That just about wraps it up now. We just need to start the engine and check that everything sounds good. And this one worked out very well. Thank you very much for watching.